Fenella, in case you hadn't noticed.
Yeah, we know.
Come on, Fenella! Oh, God. Come on, monster.
My sister's over from Paris this week.
Boo!
Yeah, the one that's with shoving cameras in people's faces. And she wants me to do one called Diving Divas. You might have heard it before. I should remember it off by heart, but I can't. Okay. Right. She fell into the pit, I nearly died. She fell into the pit, oh how I cried. And as she fell, you should have seen her face. We saw her pants, what a disgrace, as she fell off the stage into the pit last night. It was plain to see the fall, it hurt her pride. Falling onto the first violins on one side. Well, her bow went up the violinist's nose. The stiletto stabbed the pianist's toes. The director bowed his head right down and cried. Oh, what a glorious feeling being part of the show. Oh, what a glorious feeling. But revenge is best served cold. Well, she had been prancing about those wings before she fell, ordering us all about and causing downright hell. The technicians, musicians and stage manager, they hated her, were petrified of her, but the conductor was held tight under her spell. The lights came up, it was the time to go on.
Oh, wow.
The overture playing the beginning of the song. Yeah, the show even. The rest of the cast just followed on, ready to sing the opening song. The curtain went up as she fell down below. Oh, what a wonderful feeling being part of the show. Oh, what a glorious feeling, because revenge is best served cold. When she got out from the pit, she looked at me. She swaggered up, lost all her majesty. She poked my arm and softly said, "You pushed me again, you will be dead!" Oh yes, she fell into the pit because of me. Oh, what a glorious feeling being part of the show. Oh, what a glorious feeling, because revenge is best served cold. Oh, what a glorious feeling. Because revenge is best served The diva was a monster, this is another monster. Right, okay. Sorry, Mum. For all you serious doubters out there of the myths and stories of our land, I'm here to expose some truths to you, to make you understand. Yes. That Nessie lives amongst us. I have seen him, he really does exist. I was on a date when I first saw him in the loch amongst the Scottish mist. He clearly raised his rounded head and winked at me with his one eye. But he seemed a lot smaller in real life, so I stepped nearer to pry. Yeah, and a voice rose above the water, and in a familiar voice he cried that he was the Cockney's monster, and he had no mouth and just one eye. But like the images from a book, blue balls dangled around his neck, like wrinkled wattles from a chook. Poor thing looked like a strangled ugly pet. So he lives in many different places and sometimes pops up on my phone. In the bushes, in the park, down the pool, even the photocopier is his home. Sometimes he looks a bit strangled between what seems a finger and a thumb. And he likes to send me messages like, "Hey baby, you want to have some fun?" But I kindly turn him down, bless. I'm not into bestiality, it's wrong. I'm saving myself from Percy on Poff, who apparently has a pet called Dong. Sometimes Nessie tries to woo me with his photos and wears a vast array of things. Feathers, wigs and special haircuts, and has been known to bear a ring. So I follow Nessie's travels quite closely. He always sends me his holiday pics. He seems to have many cousins and they all have the same name as Dick. The cock nest monster is real. The legend is clearly not blown. And if you want some concrete proof, I have the pictures on my mum's phone. Sorry, Mum. I mean, I was thinking about shit. Oh, it's you. Of course the cock nest monster came out. Yeah, you see, snuck in. Down your cruisers, I can see you now. Right. This is called It Wasn't Me. And this is about when you go into a public toilet and it stinks. And someone comes in after you and looks at you as if it's you. And you don't have the balls to say that it wasn't you because it looks even weirder. And it happens all the time. Right, doesn't it, Mum? Right, okay, it wasn't me. Ladies, toilets, water closet, latrine, the best places for relief. Or the most embarrassing scene. How many times have we prayed for the sight of a dunny when it's too late? When I'm telling you, it's not even funny. So how now, a story for you that's left me quite scarred. My dignity forsaken, my purity so marred. So last week whilst shopping, bladder screaming for a while, walking around like a duck, I got caught down the aisle. Running for the toilets, the ladies, there was a free cubicle ahead, hoping my sphincter held out for the oncoming watershed. Well, Niagara Falls is an understatement, I won't lie, it was a flood. Happiness spread over me until I heard an almighty thud. An arse had hit the pan in the cubicle next to me. Yeah, with a sound of bagpipes and groans of sweet relief. But then it came ascending from the gap, from the floor. A noxious gas swarmed around me. It had legs that climbed the wall. Stuck there, hopping and waiting, hoping and waiting for my yellow riptide to stop, so I could escape the gassing to get on with my weekly shop. But no, the bagpipes still droning and my nostrils praying for death. My eyeballs were bleeding in agony. Lungs were afraid to even take a breath. Soon the plopping was over, too British to be stupid or afraid, to embarrass the perpetrator over the stink bomb she had made. So I chose to stick around because I'm a Burke. So I chose to stick around in my rotten, eggy, cabbaged tomb for her to hurry up with her business and relieve me from the stink pit of doom. So she left at last, thank God. COVID alert, no washing of hands. Ew. But I didn't care, I was out of there. I had serious shopping plans, you know, the yacht play was waiting, you know. But just as I was performing my COVID hand disinfection, a member of staff walks in on me to perform a hygiene inspection. Bless. So she looks at me, mouth clamped shut, and a positive wrinkling of her nose, and walks over to that cubicle where dead rats would fear to go. By this time her smiles all gone and a mixture of disgust and sheer despair. The toilet hadn't even been flushed. There was a turd party going down on there. From the corner of my eye I saw her look at me with the purest of disdain. She reached out her hand towards the pan, turned her head away as if agony, or in pain. I don't know why, but I think I heard her cry as she desperately tried to flush, but the damn thing was stuck, water rising. She attacks it with the toilet brush. I took my cue and ran out the loos without saying a bloody word. Stupidly, why didn't I say it wasn't me? Taking the blame for that was just absurd. So I grabbed my trolley and resumed my shop. She barged out after finishing her check. Looking towards me, she struts over muttering to the ladies on the customer service desk. Yeah, that's right. I can feel her eyes burning holes in my back as I hide amongst the cheese. A snooty voice comes over the tannoy. Staff announcement, maintenance to ladies, please. So here is the end to my toilet story. I hope your stomachs are doing fine, yeah? It's not the beer, honestly. But for me, now everything has changed. I've resorted to shopping online. Thank you very much.